The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out wide left, it's Brown. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, it's Ball. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Using his legs, it's Pryor. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Tells the run, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Look out! Left side is Wilson. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Past the 20. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Keep it on the ground. He's got enough. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also...
Snags it, and there's running room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Out wide left, it's Marsh. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Running inside, it's Marshall. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. All wideouts, no backs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From deep, it's Ball. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Nice move to keep running. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Grab behind the line. It's Stockton. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff for Ball. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter. There he goes. Enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a dollar, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. There's a crease. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And, man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing. Underwood. Rush is on. Left side is Marshall. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
No room to bring it back. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Hard in the backfield, it's Ball. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Makes the grab. near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. 2nd down, gonna throw it. One more shot before halftime. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That's caught. It's Owens. It's a seam wide open. The 30. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. That's toughness by that young man.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Underwood. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Pryor. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage. Makes a grab and room to run. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Quick give. It's Pryor. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a give the ball. Jumped on top of the pile.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Baugh again. That defensive front just flat with them as they knock him down for a big loss.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Needs it here on 4th down. Grabs it. Touchdown Gators. They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Chambers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. "90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Here's Underwood to throw.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. The run inside. It's Marshall. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Got it near midfield. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion. It would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Line getting set on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Out wide right. It's Pryor. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Hits inside. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll give it to Ball. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, the kicker had a chance to ice this game if he makes it. He knocks it off the upright. We've still got a one-possession game.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down. Lots of room to run. That's the 30. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan! And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Finds a tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got it looking for a first. Oh, what a move to get room. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's run out of bounds, and that's going to do it. The defense coming up large and putting a wrap on this one.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're...
This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First play of this drive. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Out wide left, it's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the open interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This crowd knows when to bring it. Give to the back. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Unloads to the right. Wilson open on the right side. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
He's got the tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's ball. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense. So
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They're going to run it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 99, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think...
Snags it, and he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's ball. Shakes off the defender. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to pass. Looking long. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. Crosses midfield. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And he makes another momentum-building...
Welcome to College Ultimate Team. As the new athletic director, your job is simple.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Cardinals head coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Unloads in the nick of time.
You're trying to go to the slant. It's a bang-bang play. Ball comes out quickly. Zone coverage. Nice job by the defense, keeping their eye on the QB and knocking that one down.
The incomplete pass brings up third down. Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on third and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws for the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Second and long here. Keeps it on the option. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Pulls it in. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Left side, it's Brown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. See some running room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go to the counter play. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Underwood. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll try it over the left side. They put the brakes on it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they give it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
On the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back has it. To the edge. It's Marshall. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
I know it's early. It's still a really close game. At this distance, I think you just take the points. I think you kick the field goal here, guys.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Wolverines! Right on the money, makes the grab in the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, and he missed it. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this offense said, forget that, man. We haven't had much success doing anything this first half, so we're just going to take a deep shot. And it was unsuccessful, but I do like when you take those shots because it makes the corners retreat a little bit more, makes the safeties play deep. Now, maybe work the middle of the field. Let's try to move this football down the field. Let's try to get some form of points before the halftime.
Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Soft spot in the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Drops back on first down. Gonna let it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Out wide left, it's Foley. The clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Finds his open man. Looking for the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Richardson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
One more time, it's Brown. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Oh, pressure's coming. Left side is McCoy. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the...
He's got it down the field. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 98, set to kick this one off.
Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give them a big play.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Quick give. Maybe some room here. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here's Underwood to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Fires immediately.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Second down, going to throw it. Out out wide left. It's McCoy. Makes the catch, and he's free. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Hard running there. Got enough for the first down. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to throw it. Right side, it's Reed. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Number 98, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using his feet. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Looking for running room. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. He's changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Myers on the move. He's got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll run the screen. Spins away from the defense. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Look out! Left side is Marsh. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Setting up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Moving the pocket, it's Underwood. Rush right in his face. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. He caught it! Touchdown, Wolverines! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead.
That's how we do it right there.
Now, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gut. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher...
I gotta get off. I'll be back on like 10 minutes. I'll let you sit here.